This video is going to demonstrate how to place a file, what it means to embed a file, and also how to create a template layer. So kind of pay attention to all three details. Sometimes they come all together, other times you'll work with them separately. But we're going to start with just a regular document. I want to place something into this document. So I'm going to go to File and then Place. I'm just going to find a random image. Let's go with this bicycle. In place. What's happening when you place an image is you are linking that file, the one that you have, so in this case it's a Shockey test, to the file that you just placed. In this case it's the bicycle. So you're linking these two files together. These two files are two separate files. They are not one file. Just because this is inside of a Shockey test does not mean it is part of a Shockey test. Think of a letter in an envelope. The letter just goes inside of the envelope, but I can take it out at any time. They're not one object. So they're just linked. Let's say, for example, I open this up on another computer. If I open up a Shockey test on another computer, bicycle is not going to show up. That's because bicycle is not on that other computer and the two files are linked. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. What you can do to force them to become linked is to embed the image. When I file place something, it'll come up with these X's over them. If I select it, up at the top I have all these different options under my linked file. Notice that. Say I want to embed this image to make it become one image. I can do that by pressing embed. Once I do that, this is no longer a linked file. This bicycle is actually an image, notice here, within a Shockey test. Now to make a template layer, all you have to do is simply double click the layer that you want. So let's say I want this image to be a template. All I need to do is double click this template layer, check template, press OK, and that's officially a template layer. Now when you're working with a template layer, you do not want to work on top of this. So notice that this automatically locks itself. That's because, look at the little pencil with the slash mark, that's because this is not an existing layer. A template layer is technically invisible and is only there for you, the artist, to work upon. Notice if I create a new layer by going to this icon here, this is the eye, this is the little window, this means that this is a template layer. If I were to go to File, Print, notice how this page is white. That's because there is nothing on this layer, and this layer technically does not exist. It is only there for your purposes. So it is very important to know that you should not unlock template layers and you should not work on template layers. If you are going to work atop a template, you should be working in a separate layer.